if you happen to get this spawn when you're dropping in on Zero Dam, I want you to know this is one of the fastest loot runs, not just for getting good items, but also for making a lot of money and making out with something very special. Now, I have to warn you, only one person can pick this up every round. So if you do get this spawn, you need to take advantage of it. Now, I'm going to show you more about that. There are two possible drops inside of Zero Dam that can get you extremely close to this reward center. And it's either where I'm dropping right now, just south of barracks, or right north of the visitation center. When you spawn in the visitation center, everyone, though, be careful as there are AI that will spawn behind you, even at your position, and there's a good chance you can get shot immediately upon starting the round. So if you get the barracks one, you're gonna follow my path right here. If you're getting the visitation one, you're gonna head straight north and go for the zip lines. But the end goal is exactly the same here. So what you're gonna see here inside of this is I am going immediately out of barracks and straight towards the administration area. And this is of course one of the hotter areas of the game, but because where you are located when you're spawning in, you're actually going to beat every other team into the area, which means the loot run that I'm about to show you inside of this is absolutely phenomenal because you're going to run through multiple high tier chest loots, and you'll also have the chance to take out a few AI, grab bags if you don't have any, vests if you don't have any, helmets, new guns to sell, or just new guns if you need new guns altogether. But you'll also be crossing over a bunch of those high tier loot items. There are going to be some chests. You can also go through and grab the bird's nest. You can grab the medical supplies, the flight case. You can grab all sorts of things in there, and it's very little resistance. And again, because you are one of the only people that spawn on that side, you will be able to avoid almost all confrontation outside of AI. Especially if you do this quickly, you will get through with very little resistance and a lot of money. Now, also through this run, there's one box that you can run into that can drop a $3 million missile. And yeah, that's a lot, right? So don't be afraid to run through the area and hit as many boxes as you can. You can get this done in under 10 minutes, which means if you're looking for a very efficient loot run, this is one of the best in early game. And then of course, I told you there was a surprise in store for this run as well. And if you've not done it before, there's actually a super rare camo located here that you can extract with to unlock for your M4. Now, I'm going to show you the jump puzzle right here. Again, only one person can pick this up. So if you have a team of 3 and you want all your friends to have it, you'll have to come back 3 times to get it. And again, only one person. That means any enemy teams as well. So there's a chance you can actually pull this off of an enemy if you happen to take them out after they pick it up. But most likely, if they know what they're going for, they're coming in and getting out. So you're going to be finding people are going to be running that for like the elevator access. The one I'm going to tell you how to extract that is going to be for the one up north, again, above the visitation center, which you can extract if you weigh less than 50 kilograms. Or if you're coming from the visitation center, that one will be closed. You may need to take the elevator, or you can take the one all the way to the west side of the map. But again, you're going to run through a lot more players. You're going to run through a lot more AI. So you may be required to take the elevator access. If you do so, you need to be quick because, of course, that is a high enemy locale. And it is also a place where a lot of people are attempting to get in there to get a lot of high tier items. So if you do start at visitation center side, you will need to be very quick about it so you don't get taken out. But I'm going to show you how to get the camo right here as well, and I'll let you see what it looks like too. Now here's what the crate looks like. Just so if in case you find it on somebody else before and you want to extract with it, know that you need a 2x2 section to be able to get it, which means you can't store it in a standard case. If you've managed to use one of your case upgrades right now, you can use it in the 4x4 case or the larger ones if you have those. But as of right now, most people are going to have to take this in their backpack to be able to get it out. So make sure you have at least a 2x2 slot to be able to store it, so that way you can actually get out with it. If you're good at jumping puzzles, there was a way for you to get out over on the side without dropping all the way down. But again, if you aren't good at jumping puzzles, you might fall to your death. So I'm going to be showing you the fastest way out without risking your life all the time. There's going to be very few AI in this area as well, so it's going to be pretty easy to get through. You just need a couple of zip lines that most people avoid anyways. So you're going to be able to get through here with pretty low resistance and pretty easily guarantee your way out. Obviously, if you want to do this with the most security. Also bring in Stinger, so that way you can heal yourself. You don't have to carry as many items, which means you can carry more items out. But also, if you're looking for more tips about getting started in the game, and maybe you're not as concerned with money and you're more as well, you know, concerned with some of the mechanics, I do have a video about that one. I'll link that one at the end for you, so that way you can jump in there if you have any questions. And of course, there's going to be more coming for this game as well, because there is so much that I can actually teach you all about the way this game works and optimization wise, how to play this game, so that way you run into less issues getting started and get to enjoy the game more straightforwardly. That is the extract point you're looking for. Keep in mind that depending on where you spawn in the map, some extraction points won't exist for you. So if you are spawning on the barracks side like I did, this one will be available for you. But if you spawn on this side, you will be forced to the other side. So do make sure you check to see what are available for you when you start. Now, there are a few that have caveats. This one is one of them. This one, again, you have to weigh less than 50 kilograms to get out. There's another one down to the south that requires you to pay 10,000. And there's another one over by the dams extract where you have to actually leave your backpack to get out. Now, that's a last-ditch effort. You really generally don't want to use that one because you don't want to be losing the gear that you're going for. I did that one as my first one, didn't realize it. Don't make the same mistakes as me. And then there's other ones like the one that is the dam elevator one. That one requires you to flip one of the switches. There's 2 switches on the map, and they're generally both in kind of high-tier dangerous areas. The elevator also will alert everyone that someone's trying to use it, and there is a timer for you to get out with it, which makes it probably the riskiest extract, but also at the same time, it's a pretty decent way to bait some fights if you really want to try to take your chances at either extracting with more loot or if you just want to get into some gunfights. And congrats, you have a super rare skin for your M4.